What's up, YouTube? This your guy Hector, aka host of the Yankees Morning Brew, and I am chilling with my man Pots and Pan Jigger Man Porto.
What up? What up? What up? It's the first episode of the year.
And then it's Get Yanked, baby. Welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to them, the people across the street outside of my apartment. Happy New Year and happy Friday. Yes, yes. What it do?
It's 2023 and we're here for the first episode of the new year. I'm excited, man. I gotta tell you, Heck, I love the fact that our Yanks, even though it seems like we don't have a lot of news coming out, other people give us enough stuff to yank anyways.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. We've got
so much material out there. So much material out there. For everybody who's in the chat right now, put the thumbs up in the chat. Hit that like button. Put the salute emoji in the chat for your boys. Let me do a roll call real quick before we continue. Shout out to Marcos C in the chat. Marcos, I see you. My man G-Man for life. G-Man, I see you, baby. Anthony Medina. Ayo, Anthony. My brother Hershey Hirsch, what it do, baby? Tyler Tabbitt is in the building. My man Brad Jewis is in the building. Everybody's here. The NyynewsTV family, everyone's in the building.
I love when you do the roll call because I just sit back and enjoy it. So I think what I'm gonna do now on is just I tried it on this one. I don't know if it worked, but I'm gonna give you the Hulk Hogan. I'm muted?
No. You need a blowhorn. Like you need a blowhorn so you can no.
I was like, damn, I've been talking this whole time. Head's like, I don't care. Just let him look stupid, not talking to nothing.
No, bro, never that.
I see everybody in the chat. Johnny Almonte, what up?
What it do? Angel Serrano.
Kevin B.
And my man David Douglas. Hold on. David Douglas put it in the chat. April 1st. Let's go. Let's go. LFG, baby. I cannot wait for April 1st. I'm going to be there. Are you going to be there? Are you going to be there? We definitely going to be there. We definitely going to be there.
I mean,
yeah.
Pete said the NyynewsTV fam is going to be there.
Yeah,
so
100%.
Automatically means we got to be there. Like
100%. I'm putting out Twitter polls for people to let me know what costume should I wear. Should I wear a Power Ranger costume? Should I wear a Pokemon costume? Should I wear an Alfonso Soriano costume? I don't know, but put it in the chat, put it in the poll. Maybe I should just shut up at this moment.
So here's the question I got for Pete, though, right? Because look, we both know our conversations with Pete. This fan base knows Pete's an evil genius, right? And we got to make sure we ask him, like, is this something he's setting up and saying it's April 1st and everybody gets there and he has like a big sign that says get yanked and there's no event? So we need to.
I don't think so. I think the NyynewsTV family, the fans would riot. I think Angel Serrano in the chat would definitely riot. He'll have the pitchfork in his back pocket. I know I would. I know April 1st, like Tyler Tabbitt say, it's no joke with us over here.
Yeah. And Sunil said April 1st, be there or get yanked. Exactly. That's it.
My man David Douglas said Ultimate Warrior. All right. I may have to buy the fake bodysuit because I don't got the muscles like Ultimate Warrior. But yeah, maybe Ultimate Warrior. Maybe a little bit of the Warrior. He said, wear a spanky costume.
For the costume idea. There we go, Brad. That's it. Let's start with that very first clip. I saw this one, man. And it represents our fan base right now so well. And I thought we should share it with everybody. Mr. Producer Pete, load it up.
When it comes to the Aaron Hicks one, I know that's exactly how we feel. No, but it's a roller coaster of emotion. We've signed Judge, Rodon is here, everything is good, but then it's everything else that's spinning. Who's going to be in left field? What's going on with Hicks and Donaldson? What's going on for these trades? What's going on with Brian Reynolds? But yeah, go ahead, Sos.
Yeah, for real, man. I mean, when I saw that, I love the Minions, right? I watch with my little nephews all the time, and but when they were, and the minute I saw that Hicks one, they were like, I was like, bet we need that on Get Yanked this Friday, man. Isn't it crazy that here we are in 2023 and we still talking about left field, my guy?
Yeah, it's a crazy scenario right now. But we'll get into that later on when we bring up Brian Reynolds. Let's load up the first tweet so we could talk about, right? And the first tweet, it's a familiar Yankee fit. It's a Yankee, right? A familiar Yankee that Yankee fans know that, you know, when it comes to baseball knowledge, they are very knowledgeable when it comes to aspects of the game, but sometimes their takes could be a bit off, right? When it comes to this tweet, I have to acknowledge he's 100% right. Tweets loaded up. Alex Rodriguez talking about the hiring of Sabian and Omar Minaya, right? A-Rod says 2 excellent baseball minds added to the Yankees front office. We are striking the perfect balance of analytics with smart baseball people. And I've said this so many different times, so many different ways. You can have all the analytics you want in the world. You can have all the data. You can have all the event scouting. But if you don't have the right people in place to interpret the data, to interpret the analytics, to relay the information to the soldiers on the ground to get the work done, then you're just putting yourself 2 steps behind the 8 ball, right? You have to have the right people in place to take this information, right, to be able to dissect it and to relay it properly, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I loved when I read the tweet when you yanked it, was the guy right at the first one. He's like, you next? Asking A-Rod if he coming to be, you know, you coming to help coach this thing? And then what was it? I saw one on, and they were like, oh, smart baseball people. Like, they think that's an oxymoron or something. I love the fact that we went this route. Right? Same. Build that brain trust, right? Like we see that we could use the help, right? Yeah. We need to find a way to get back to being that evil empire. And I think this right here, man, to me was exciting. Almost as exciting as waiting to find out what we're doing in left field, because I mean, that's some mental strength right there, bro. That brass 100%. Just got
see so my man stronger. Rod Thompson is in the building. Rod, what it do, baby? Salute, salute, salute. NY News Ruben is in the building. Ruben, what it do, baby? Who else? Backstage Baseball, our young guy Halal's in the building. Halal, what it do, baby? Happy belated birthday as well. I mean, Halal, he's getting up there in age, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's finally able to have his own library card without his parents' permission. Shout out to my man Halal. I love my guy. But yeah, bro.
You're right.
When it comes to the decision of bringing back Sabian, because he was a part of the Yankees, right? In the 80s and the 90s, big part of the scouting department. When it comes to Omar Minaya, we all know his work with the Mets, but at the same time, he is well respected around baseball, right? He is one of the first scouts that actually came out and said that Acuna with the Braves is going to probably be one of the best players in baseball. And before that injury, there was an argument that he's top 3, maybe top 5 when Ronald Acuna. So when it comes to scouting, Omar Minaya, you could put his track record back from when he was with the Montreal Expos, right? Getting Juan Gonzalez, getting Pudge Rodriguez, right? So Omar Minaya and Sabian come from the same world of scouting, right? So they'd be able to help Brian Cashman from that department, being able to evaluate prospects at the lower levels and above.
Facts. And you said the key word, help Cashman.
Yes.
And it's going to show me that we are helping that man, because let's be real. As a fan base, we all been like, what are you doing? We're tired of this crap. So this kind of gives me hope that, you know, as set in his ways that he is, now we got pieces in there to kind of help with the growth. Before we jump into the next topic, let's look at some of the stuff in the chat.
Go ahead,
I saw somebody threw a Triple H earlier for your costume suggestion.
I don't got the hair. I will have to find me a nice wig for that. I don't got the hair for that. But I see my guy Li Yankee King is in the chat. Li Yankee King. You know, no funny business. It's not like I was really looking, but I didn't see any of Li Yankee King's random trade proposals this week for Get Yanked. So I think he found himself a safe haven for 1 week for 7 days. What are you thinking for 2023?
Yeah, I think he was actually just taking a week off. He's like, it's a new year. Let me get my mentals right. Let me get the best trade options to yank all week long. So I have a feeling we'll get back into LI mode next week. I expect it 100%, bro.
Oh yeah, of course. And the top moderator of all the moderators in YouTube, Jira, is in the building. Jira, what it do? Happy New Year's to Jira. Throw them thumbs up in the chat for Jira right now. And also, we got 83 people in the building. If you can, hit that like button. If you're just watching because you hate watching because you don't want to get yanked because of Twitter, please hit that subscribe button also, because we care about your view also.
So true. So true.
So true. Yeah. But let's go into the next one, bro. Hold on. Let me just get my notes here because they just closed out.
I know which one we're doing. We're going to talk a little bit about Mr. Benintendi over here, bro.
Yeah. A little bit about Benintendi. I'm not sure what to really make of this. I'm not sure if this is a nothing burger or anything like that. But if any of this seems to be true, this is 100% a get yanked, right? So Andrew Benintendi bashing the Yankees, saying that he's happy to be a part of an organization that he feels wanted, instead of being criticized. What's your thoughts on Benny from the Bronx talking about being criticized by the fans? Listen, Andrew Benintendi, when it comes to your season last year, you was hitting 321 with the Kansas City Royals. You came over here to the Bronx and you was hitting 253. Right. So I honestly think this is a nothing burger, maybe just, the national media trying to stir something up just to get clicks and stuff like that. But if there's anything of value here, if there's any truth to this, it's 100% get yanked, bro.
Yeah, bro. Listen, if you read like some of the article and other ones that wrote on this, he talks about the booing that happened from the fan base at the game. Right.
Yeah.
So he can take his shade and he can shove it. All right.
Yeah.
Shove that shade there. Benny and the gang.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Look, you're a professional athlete.
100%.
Fuck it up, bro. You're going to get booed at times. Mm-hmm. Okay. What you should have said in your interview was, I'm not cut out for the New York mentality.
Maybe.
I am not a guy that can really be Benny from the Bronx.
Yeah. He decided
Benny from Maryland.
Yeah, well, he decided, right, that he's going to go to a city that has their own blasphemous version of a pizza that they call a pizza pie. That's not a pizza, okay? That is not a pizza, okay? If anything, that's a shepherd's pot pie with tomato sauce. That is not a pizza, what you got over there in Chicago, right? So go to the second tier market. Go to the second big city. That's just the baby city. If anything, Staten Island is more of a city than Chicago is of a city. I know, whatever. Don't take it however, whatever it is. But yeah, Benny, we wanted it to work out, but you couldn't handle the pressure. So sayonara, it didn't work out for you in Beantown because you felt the Boston fans were too hard on you, and now the Yankee fans were too hard on you. My man, how do you say this? Look.
Okay. You got, let's see. I saw somebody in the chat. Let me go back and find it real quick. Siciliano, NYY99. Benintendi is a chump. Facts.
100%.
Other Bennies. Let's see. Blake Morris. Benny needs to be yanked. Tyler Tabbitt. Yanked.
Oh, my man Suni is in the chat. Soon now, Benintendi should have signed with the Backstreet Boys. Nah, more like new kids on the block. He's more like new kids on the block.
Yeah, but come on, why we gotta punish the boy bands for Benny?
Don't give
the boy bands.
Don't give the chat ammo, bro. Don't give the chat ammo, bro. All right.
I love it. Angel writes, Benny can't handle the truth.
He definitely can't. Benny can't handle the truth, bro. So that's 100% a get yanked. I think the chat agrees. For 2023, Mr. Andrew Benintendi, Mr. I have hair like Joey Gallo, you got yanked, bro. Those comments was trash, and you are trash as well. But let's go to the next one, bro, because this is more of a, let's take a deep breath.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Anthony Medina wrote, bye. Get yanked. Oh, he gave you the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC version. Okay, moving right along. Let's get to the next one.
Yes. Let's go.
Interactive, isn't it? This is more fun.
Yeah, this is more fun because I felt that everybody's blood pressure, I know mine was a little bit elevated because of Andrew Benintendi. But which MLB ballparks have you guys been to? I know I've only been to Yankee Stadium. I've been to the old State Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium. But let me know in the chat down below. Besides Yankee Stadium, has there been any other ballparks that you guys been to? Have you gone to different ballparks to try different food? I hear St. Louis, they have fried ravioli. As a Puerto Rican, I never heard of fried ravioli. It's something I want to try, right? One, my ADHD kicks in. Two, it's a ravioli. I love Chef Boyardee ravioli. And three, it's fried. So I would love to try a fried ravioli or a fried Oreo. Right?
Holy crap. Hold on. Steve in the chat.
36 parks visited. Listen, I had Steve on the channel one time for the open panel. Steve came up. That was around the time that Aaron Judge was chasing 62. Steve, he brought it back to when Roger Maris was chasing it, and Steve had the opportunity as a child to watch Roger Maris chase 61. So Steve, awesome baseball knowledge, but 36 parks, bro. 36. Let's see what's up here. Who else in the chat? My man, Kevin KMB, City Field and Yankee Stadium only. Blake Morris, Chicago White Sox and Minnesota. All right. Eric Wallace is in the building. My man Ruben said, I've only been to Tampa, unfortunately, and the old Marlins Stadium, the Dolphin Stadium. Okay, Ruben. My man Hirsch said Fenway. Hirsch, you was in Fenway with the Vampires? I hope you had some garlic on you.
I love how David afterwards says, unfortunately, Fenway, since I live in Vermont.
Yeah.
As long as you started with unfortunately, I'm cool with that. What else?
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, Chris Hogan. My man Chris Hogan has been to Safeco. Vikings. Oh, he's from the UK, but he's been to 5 parks. Oh, that's dope, bro. Where in the UK you from, my guy? LI Yankee King. I've been to Progressive Field, the best ballpark in baseball, PNC Park. All right, LI, I see you. A little shade from LI, but it's all good. My man Sunel.
Steve, Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
So I've been to Orioles.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay.
I lived in Maryland, so I was lucky enough to catch some Cal Ripken days before he retired. Okay. Yankees, old and new stadiums. Tampa, I got to go watch a Tampa game.
Nice.
And Seattle. So those are the 4 parks, only 4 that I've been in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
myself, like I said, old Shea Stadium, old Yankee Stadium, and the new Yankee Stadium. I miss the old Yankee Stadium because I'm not sure if you guys can relate to me in the chat or if you guys been or had the opportunity, but the seats in the bullpen, right, in center field, that was right there next to the plexiglass, the bullpen seats, you could only buy those tickets on the day of the games. You couldn't buy them online. You couldn't buy them in advance. You could only get them the day of. But those were some of the best seats that you could ever have in baseball. Right next to the bullpen, seeing Mariano warm up. When I went was 2009, 2008, the week before the last closing of the season, and I was able to see Jabba Chamberlain warm up, Mariano Rivera. When I was younger in 2005, I went to the stadium, seen Tom Gordon warm up in the bullpen. Actually, I got my first baseball from Tom Gordon. Yeah,
that's dope. Let's look back at the chat. Let's see. Whoever were we? Tyler Tabbitt says Chicago deep dish is a disgrace. Benny can go enjoy that.
Facts, bro. And they got the fake pepperoni, bro. Everybody knows if you had a real pepperoni, it's the pepperoni that cups up, not the salami flat type of pepperoni that they got in Chicago. Chicago, your pizza sucks and your hot dogs suck also.
Yo, while we're on this topic, I know we didn't plan this, but is there a dream park, bro, that you like? Is there one on that list that you're like, man, this is an MLB stadium I want to go to? Chat, same question to you. What is that one that's not the Yankees stadium, right? Is there a stadium you're saying that's the one on the bucket list you need to knock out? I'd love to hear what everybody says. How about you?
Yeah, definitely. For me, Wrigley Field. I would love to go to Wrigley Field. I wish I was able to go to Wrigley Field when they had the seats that you were able to see from across the street on top of like the housing building that was right there, the brownstone that was across the street. They don't have those seats anymore, but I would love to go to Wrigley Field just because it's one of the old school stadiums that's left. Fenway Park, obviously, just because of the history, Yankees, Red Sox, going to see a Yankees game in Fenway Park on top of the Green Monster. Would love to experience that one day. But if I had to, one stadium, it would be Wrigley Field, bro. What about yourself?
Honestly, bro, it would have to be Red Sox, bro. Like you said, the rivalry, I would love to be there for an actual Yankees Red Sox game, you know? But then you threw Wrigley, and I was like, "Oh, can I go?"
we could go together.
I changed my mind, Hector.
But also too, if there's people that's in the chat, if you haven't been to Yankee Stadium, let us know. We'll try to do something towards the middle of the season or when the season starts. Try to get a raffle going. Try to raise some money so we could bring fans that's never been to Yankee Stadium to Yankee Stadium. I would love to do that.
That would be good for that. What do you think? April 1st might be a good day that we should maybe look to get people out there.
Well, yeah, no, but besides April 1st, right? We could also try to do something separate. But April 1st also. But I would love if there's people that have never been to Yankee Stadium, I would love to try to make that opportunity happen to them. I see Taz in the chat saying me. All right, so if you've never been to Yankee Stadium, we'll keep this going towards the season. And as the season progresses, we'll try to do something to try to get people to Yankee Stadium that's never been.
Yo, Chris Hogan wrote, he's been to too many to count, but Fenway is his.
Nice.
Or was that about where you want to go? That might have been that one.
Yeah, I think where you want to go. David Douglas, Bush in St. Louis. St. Louis is another, or just because of the franchise, one of the historic franchises in baseball. But for me, it has to be Wrigley. Has to be Wrigley.
Tyler said Camden Yards or Fenway.
Camden Yards also.
Man, could you imagine we start getting like a little mini travel team?
Something. Be like the Yankees on the road. Yankees road trip.
Content road trip. And we all just go to every park we want to go to. But I think I saw one in here. Wrigley, Boston, and Dodgers. Sorry if I mess it up. Tajon Webster. Got to go to Wrigley, Boston, and Dodgers. I mean, you would think that probably fills up a lot of people's list, right? As baseball fans, period. And obviously Yankee Stadium.
Yeah. Fritz, my man Fritz Walter, he said, Hector, my girlfriend and me need a place to sleep. Well, I could probably hook you up with some Airbnbs or some hotels and stuff. Depending on where this would be. Yeah, depending on where this would be, I may have my next apartment. But if there's anything I could do, Fritz, I got you. But let's jump into the next one, right? Because the next tweet that we got, it's something that we've all been waiting for, right? We want to resolve this situation. And when we was backstage, Pete was talking about it. With Jack Curry laying down a little bit of the seeds that could possibly lead to this trade happening. But Brian Reynolds, right? Two things I want to talk about when it comes to Brian Reynolds, right? No, let's make it three things, right? When it comes to Brian Reynolds. One, the Pittsburgh Pirates. They have this superstar player, this all-star player that they value, right? They want a big return back. They want a Juan Soto type package when it comes to assets and prospects, right? So you have this player that you're holding at a high regard and you want all these prospects back from. But at the same time, you offer the man a 6-year, $75 million contract? Hold on, 6 years. So you're telling me that for every other team in Major League Baseball, you want to hold back from this guy because his value is so high. But at the same time, you as an organization value that man at $12.5 million, less than what Andrew Benintendi is getting paid in Chicago. And you saying that you want to hold back for him, somebody that you're only willing to spend and pay $12 million for? To me, that's a bit awkward. Right. Apparently, there's a divide between both camps. Brian Reynolds and his camp, they want over 120 million, but the Pittsburgh Pirates, they're stuck on their number 75 million. So something's gonna happen. Something's got to give.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's a total get yanked, hands down. Like, how do you? I feel we literally need to yank anything that has to do with Reynolds, anything that has to do with the Pirates at this point.
Yeah.
You're asking for X, but yet you're saying he's worth, like, it doesn't make any sense to me, bro. Mm-hmm. But I know you, me, and Pete, we were having conversations, and we're still leaning on that. Yo, it seems like things might be picking up again.
Maybe.
Could we really be seeing Reynolds? I mean, maybe. I still see somebody in the chat just a minute ago wrote, did you hear the breaking news? Aaron Hicks playing left field. As long as that doesn't become true, I'm okay. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to yank the entire Pirates.
They entirely get yanked as an organization, as a franchise, from the head up, from the snake head down. They get yanked. My man Sam G in the chat said the Pirates are acting like he's Juan Soto. Even with Juan Soto, the Washington Nationals, even with Juan Soto, with arbitration, he was getting paid $20 million in arbitration. He was even getting paid $20 million from the Nationals. So the fact that the Pittsburgh Pirates are trying to lowball and undercut Brian Reynolds on his value while telling every other major league team this is his value that we see him at because we want these prospects back. But you only want to pay him so much? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, someone wrote it in there. Where was it? Let me find it real quick. I just had it. Pirates asking Siciliano. That's twice I picked on you. How you doing? Pirates asking too much for Reynolds, and they gave him less. Exactly. And then how about Steve? Steve writes, Reynolds is not that good. let's put Cabrera out there this year and bring up Dominguez or Jones later in the year. Don't want to block either of them.
Siciliano is saying, breaking news, Joe Brandon will be playing left field. Worse, that's Hicks.
That was good. That was a good.
Oh,
my
God.
What do you think about Steve's comment, Hector? I mean, Reynolds is not that good. Let's put Cabrera out there this year and bring up Dominguez or Jones later in the year. Chat, I want your opinions on that too.
When you look at Brian Reynolds, right, each year his batting average has dipped, right? Yes, he had more home runs last year than the year prior, right? 27 to 24, right? But each season, his defensive numbers has slipped a little bit, and his batting average has slipped also. I understand he's playing in Pittsburgh, right? It's a weak lineup. It's a paper thin lineup. You have no protection around you. You put Brian Reynolds in front of Aaron Judge, he'll have a fastball machine pitching to him every at bat, right? Because they don't want him to get on base, right? When it comes to Brian Reynolds and the Pittsburgh Pirates, it's kind of like a cat and mouse game. They're playing chicken with the cars racing until the wall comes crashing in. That's exactly what's going on right now. To Steve's point, I don't think he's as valuable as the Pirates think he is. He's a phenomenal major league player, right? You tell me right now, if you're able to go into the future and tell me that this is the move that puts us over and helps us win the championship, sign me up for it. Bye-bye, Jason Dominguez. If you could tell me that happens, I'll take that, right? But as a superstar player to build around your franchise for the next 6 seasons, I'm not that sure, especially when you got Spencer Jones, who's in the minor leagues. He's shooting up the charts when it comes to the prospects. Everson Pereira, who's a 21-year-old outfielder, they say is like top 10 in the prospects when it comes to power and all of Major League Baseball is in the minors. So when it comes to these prospects that we have, I understand prospects are prospects, but is Brian Reynolds the type of guy that you lock in for 6 years and give up that many prospects for?
Yeah, because I mean, let's be real, right? Am I crazy in thinking, obviously, you're going to have either a Volpe piece in that trade, you're going to have an Oswaldo piece in that trade. Granted, they also want all this pitching. So you're giving up pieces that, and I understand about, let's not hoard our assets, let's not hoard the young guys. But, I mean, the Jones play has to be in the back of your mind. Like, you know, so I don't know, bro. I feel like the Reynolds conversation is never going to end. 3 days ago, I was on it's never going to happen. Then all of a sudden, they reel me back in with little hints like, oh, it's still a possibility. But, man, I don't know.
And for me, when it comes to Reynolds, right, Ruben, I agree with you, Ruben. What I meant that the past 2 seasons, it's dipped, right? 1 year, it was 302, then 262 like that last year. That's what I meant when I'm saying each year that it dipped. But when it comes to Reynolds, right, I don't think that the Dodgers, right? Everybody want to have the Dodgers as his team that he goes to. I think the Dodgers are gonna stand packed and they're gonna wait when it comes to their prospects, because I 100% agree that, or I 100% believe that the Dodgers are gonna go all in trying to trade for Shohei Ohtani. I think the Dodgers are going to want to keep Ohtani in the West Coast like he wants to be in the West Coast. And I think that the Dodgers are going to hold off on all the prospects that they have to go full dive in to get Shohei Ohtani with the Dodgers. That's what I believe. Somebody else brought Ian Happ in the chat. Benji, 100% agree. If we can't get Reynolds, Ian Happ, that's not a second tier. It's not a bad option as your second option in my eyes.
Yeah, I like what Michael wrote too. Michael Shin. Why would ownership ask Reynolds to take a hometown discount when he clearly wants to get out of Pittsburgh? Like, seriously, I want to trade. So do you want to take a little bit less? Will that make you happier to stay? Like, this is just stupid. I see a super chat. You want to read that one? You go right
David Mazer. Do the Mets and Correa get it done, or does he find a third team and maybe the Yankees if it doesn't work out? Listen, when it comes to Correa, what's holding the Correa situation back? It's the medicals, right? They're a bit concerning. The Giants, they had concerns with his back. The Mets, they have concerns with the metal plate that was in his leg that got aggravated again this past season, September 20th, I think it was, or September 21st, whichever game against the Kansas City Royals. But ever since then, if you're the Mets, if you're going to invest 12 years into a player, you got to make sure everything works out, right? I think ultimately it gets done and he winds up with the Mets. But as a Yankee fan, I don't want to invest 12 years, $300 million into a player that leg could be a ticking time bomb. He's a phenomenal player. If you give me
thing, right?
3 to 4 years, I'll take 3 to 4 years. I'll take him for 3 to 4 years, but for 12 seasons, I'm not sure, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The medicals, when it was the first one, you look at it as like, oh, okay, whatever. Maybe they're just throwing shade. But when you got 2 teams in a row doing it, I don't know. I like people. I mean, people in the chat, a couple people already said it. That man's gonna be back with the Twins. Like that's what everybody on social is starting to say too. Like it's starting to feel that way.
Listen, NYY News, Ruben, agree. I'll lock in Reynolds in the trade if it's just Dominguez, a couple other prospects. You have an outfield of Brian Reynolds, Harrison Beta, Aaron Judge for this season. Most likely, if we get Brian Reynolds and lock him up, Harrison Beta most likely will walk in free agency next offseason, which will open up a spot for either Spencer Jones or whoever we keep. Right? If we could get Brian Reynolds, sign me up. I'll take him. Let him be our leadoff hitter in that lineup, right? We need to get another left-handed batter in this lineup, whether it's a pure left-handed hitter or a switch-hitting left-handed hitter, right? The Yankees, with all their championships, 27 championships, they have not won one championship with only one left-handed bat in the lineup. We have to improve.
I saw somebody in the chat. Who was it? Where is he? Hold on. I'll find it. But someone's saying that
Mets are buying a $315 million lemon. Hit hard, my man. Hit hard 13. Mets are buying a $315 million lemon. That's hilarious. Li Yankee King, he says Correa may be going to the Twins. The Twins may be the sneaky team that he goes to, especially if it's for a lesser deal, 3 years, 4 years with an option after the first 2. Maybe. I like that one, Li. Brad Jewett says Boris might end up with the get yank when it comes to Correa. 100%. 100%. Carlos Fontanz. Carlos, what it do? Ian Happ won't be traded now. They're going for the division or a playoff spot. If they feel they're out of it, they'll trade him at the deadline, trade deadline. Yeah, I can see that, especially with all the pieces that they added. You know, they added Cody Bellinger. Yeah. They added Jameson Taillon. So they're trying to go for that division. And realistically, they got a chance because the NL Central last year, if you're going off of what happened last year, was the worst division in all of baseball. So I can see that.
Hold on. Let me read these two. So we had Jason Lung in the chat. Cashman and Hal are too busy playing tiddlywinks. And it's true. And then right after that, Richie Martinez said, you better ask for the Carfax if you get in Korea. Like for
100%, bro. I need all the Carfax.
Give me the Carfax. Man, I know we have other ones to talk about. Here's the thing, though. I think the career conversation for us is obviously a waste of time.
Yeah.
Right? Let's be real. It's a waste of time. I saw somebody in the chat, if you want to go find it, but they mentioned us basically accepting that most likely left field. Going into the season, you have Hicks and we still have Donaldson. Right? Okay. All right. So let's just play this game. Okay, we're going to play it. I like when the chat leads us down a certain road.
I might have a brain aneurysm thinking about
this. Oh, no, this is gonna be worse. This is going to really get you over there. Ladies and gentlemen, please get ready to witness Hector literally faint on screen. Let's talk Donaldson for a second. So people are saying, for the most part, we all expect him to be there. Do you think this man can turn around, all of a sudden have an amazing season for us?
I'm done. Hold
on.
No.
Let's look at some of the pros. Let's look at some of the pros. There's no shift, so the old man don't have to move that much anymore. And let's be real, and he has to move. He misses plays at third base anyway, so this is gonna be
no. Josh Donaldson is literally the Tom Cruise of Major League Baseball, right? That's what Josh Donaldson is, right? But the only difference is, the last thing that Tom Cruise put out was actually fire with Top Gun. I'm not going to lie. Top Gun Maverick was a phenomenal movie, right? But I do not expect Josh Donaldson to have a bounce back season. Now, I know I may look stupid if it actually happens. So let's stamp this, right? Friday, January 6th, 4:35 p.m. If he has a bounce back season, I will eat my words. But if you ask me to bet money or bet my life, or bet my little dog's life on Josh Donaldson having a bounce back season? Absolutely not. I don't even think Josh Donaldson will finish the season with the Yankees. They may treat him like they did A-Rod that last year when he was forced to retire in August instead of finishing the season.
Look, I can't even keep a straight face trying to make that a topic for the show.
Look, my man Richie just said DJ is the Yankees' best third base option on this roster, plain and simple. I agree. I agree.
Super chat from my boy Rasan Thompson.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yankees front office has to learn how to be savvy with their prospects. Sell high on the prospects who have value is perceived as high. We have to understand that the four ERA will never happen again.
The four core era.
We're in baseball talks. I see ERA. I'm like, the four core era will never happen again. I mean, you can't argue that. Like that's a statement. You can't yank that.
Yeah.
I mean,
and for the same thing that Pete has been saying, the Yankees are going to make one more move, right? Carlos in the chat says, what do you guys think about the Yankees willing to go over the 293 threshold? They're at 291 right now. They may try to flip some of these contracts that we have. The hot button topic, or the hot, when it comes to flipping prospects or flipping who we have, is Gleyber Torres, right? When it comes to arbitration, he may be asking for 10. The Yankees may offer 6. Right. He may sit at 7 or 8 when it comes to arbitration, right? So when it comes to Gleyber Torres, if you want to move up for Gleyber Torres to save yourself $8 million, go ahead, right? Because in the future, I don't think the Yankees are going to offer him a 5 or 6 year contract over $100 million. I honestly do not see it happening. Now, if he has a bounce back season this year with us, I can believe that Gleyber Torres will have more of a bounce back season than Josh Donaldson. I could believe that, right? I definitely could believe that. But I don't think so. I don't think the Yankees are going to trade him. I don't see the Yankees trading him unless it's a big time move to move money around from another team to match it up with other players, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think we touched on it before the new year, right? Where you have to take a step back and look at everything. It's easy to throw out your dream scenarios of trades and all that, but this isn't, MLB The Show, where you can force the trade and be like, hey, I'm going to give you this guy who I created with no. Exactly. All the time, right. So the other team you need that other team to kind of want the player you're trying to trade. Like that's kind of required for that.
I'm laughing at Richie Martinez. Trade Donaldson and Hicks to the Parkman Toyota for a 2012 Camry.
Hold on, no, that 2012
Camry. But that's what I was gonna say, Richie, is that with or without GPS? Because if it's with GPS, you're asking for too much. You're honestly asking for too much, Richie. Honestly, I don't think they'll give us a GPS 2012 Camry for Hicks or Donaldson. No, at all. Sam G in the chat says Torres is only 26. He'll be fine. Yeah. Listen, I think he bounced back last year, 20 plus home runs. That batting average wasn't where you wanted it to be. Hopefully this year with the shift gone, his batting average can tick up just 10, 15 points. How many times do you guys remember Gleyber Torres hitting into a double play because it went right over the second base bag and there was somebody right there, right? So with the shift gone, that won't happen, right? So many times Gleyber Torres hitting into that double play on the first pitch of an at bat. Hopefully it doesn't happen this year. He said,
it only got Bluetooth.
He got Bluetooth.
All right, fine. We'll give him Hicks for that one. We'll take the Camry.
Yeah.
Jared said 33 likes away from 100. Smash those like buttons. Come on.
Hit those like for your boys. Ciliano in the chat says Austin Meadows career 120 WRC plus and a 343. Defensively, Austin Slater crushes left-hand pedal. Listen, whoever we can get, let's try to see who we could get. They made some minor deals. Rafael Ortega, Willie Calhoun, McCormick or McCormick, whoever. Kenny McCormick from South Park is back in the system. We had him before, but we let him go. But when it comes to these little moves, I think in spring training, there's going to be two battles. There's going to be a battle for left field. There's going to be a battle for shortstop. That battle for shortstop is going to be IKF, Peraza, or Volpe. That battle in left field is going to be Cabrera, Hicks, Willie Calhoun, Rafael Ortega, my mother and her bum foot. So it's going to be a competition out there in left field and shortstop.
Yeah, bro. I mean, unless something crazy happens before then, right? I mean, are you still thinking something's going to happen anytime soon, bro? I'm just, the speculation is all over the place. And I feel like even the Correa thing, like that caused all kinds of stir up, right? Where it's like, oh, Yankees attached to it. But it's not like we haven't done anything, right? Adding brass to the front office is huge. Signing all these other little minor deals and stuff.
I really love the Sabian and Omar Minaya bringing them into the front office. I know a lot of people said, oh, when Sabian was hired, oh, this is because Cashman, you know, could have this fire under his belt. No. Cashman made these deals when it comes to Sabian and Omar Minaya, and it's smart baseball moves. You bring in guys that are respected around the league, that know the game, and that have been doing this for quite a while. These aren't guys that you're getting from Boston College University that have a master's degree in analytics. This isn't that. This isn't some guys from MIT that know analytics and know numbers. This isn't that. These are guys, when you look at Sabian, who he drafted, when it comes to Jeter, when it comes to Pettit, when it comes to Rivera, when it comes to signing Bernie Williams, when it comes to signing Posada, and then you look at Omar Minaya and what he did when he was with Montreal, scouting Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, Juan Gonzalez, Vladimir Guerrero. These are guys that have pedigree and have resumes to match for them.
Yeah, and it's going to help us all around, man, especially with the prospects in our farm system. I saw someone showed up, Chris Perez Jr. What up, bro? He said, did the Pirates get yanked in here ready for their offer to Reynolds?
100%. Yes. 100%, Chris. Yes. 100%, Chris. Shout out to my man, Chris Perez Jr. Salute, salute, salute. Anthony Medina says, Glaber's not a winner to me. He gets lazy at times. He doesn't hustle out of the box on a ground ball and then have Boone trying to apologize for him, saying that he didn't mean to. And that's why I get frustrated, right? And that's why I get frustrated when it comes to Gleyber Torres, because as a hitter, sometimes he shows you that he has the tools to be a phenomenal hitter. But when he's running up that line, I shouldn't even say running, because running and Gleyber Torres does not belong in the same sentence. And if it is in the same sentence, you need to have like 3 to 4 words in the middle of them, honestly. But we got another super chat. Let me read it real quick, bro, and I'll throw it back to you. Rod Thompson, my man Rod, said, what other team has won a World Series with a Mo, a Bernie, a Posada, a Jeter, and a Pettit? All the homegrown. It's extremely difficult. That's why I'm volunteering to drive any and all prospects to the airport. Listen, I will
help you, bro. Let's go.
I already said I got some gas money. Or if you want to do an Uber pool, we could do an Uber pool, but not the Uber XL, because that's a bit pricey. Go ahead, Sels.
All right, wait, we got some more super chats. Let's see.
Steele's in the building.
69. What up, my guy? He writes, I need to get yanked. Guys, do me a favor, please, and tell Eli to Zuka La Mink. Anyway, keep up the great work, guys. Zuka La Mink. Give it to him like that.
Zuka La Mink. David Mize is in the building. David, what it do? He said, would you take a chance on Trevor Bauer? Now, when it comes to Trevor Bauer, there's several onions or layers of onions you have to peel back. One, him and Garrett Cole, they have a history. If Garrett Cole can forgive Josh Donaldson and make up with Josh Donaldson, maybe him and Trevor Bauer can come to some, agreement. Maybe. Now, the second layer to the onion, do the Yankees want a player that has all this outside noise coming in, and on top of it has its own YouTube channel and is going to be vlogging and blogging and doing all this social media stuff? I'm not too sure if the Yankees want that. You seen what happened to Jackson Frazier with his whole sneaker thing with his Instagram. The Yankees had a big problem with that for Mr. Jackson, right? But honestly, listen, it's not going to cost the Yankees anything, right? He's owed 25 to 30 million from the Dodgers, right? So whatever team that signs him, the Dodgers got to pay that. It's not going to be any team. So it's just whoever he wants to sign with. I honestly think that man is so crazy. He was signed with the Pittsburgh Pirates just to prove people wrong. But if we could jump over all those hoops and hurdles, I would say, yeah, for one reason and one reason only. As a baseball player, he would definitely improve our team and will help us get to the next level. I'm ignorant if I'm saying that, no, I don't want him on this team because he's not going to help us win. No, he's a proven commodity.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, I think, last episode, right? Right before the new year, we brought up Bauer for a little bit. And my opinion hasn't changed. Yeah, do I think as an athlete, he'd be great? Could you imagine him in our rotation?
Come on, that'd be sick.
But if I'm looking at it for what it is, I don't want that cancer in the locker room. I don't want the drama that comes with him, okay? I mean, yeah, obviously any fan base like New York can handle any circus show, right? Shit, I'm a Jets fan. I can tell you that firsthand, okay? But for our Yankees, I think no matter what.
Tiniest violin playing for you right now.
Oh, bro, we don't need a violin no more, all right? The Jets don't even get the violin, all right? I think he'd be too much of a headache, too much of a cancer for our locker room. And I keep me away from that. That's my opinion. I don't care. You can yank it all you want. I don't want to.
Listen, when it comes to, I get it. When it comes to the off the field stuff, I honestly get it. But you are talking to an organization that traded for Aroldis Chapman after what came out about Aroldis Chapman, why the Dodgers didn't want him, right? You are talking to an organization that did allow Domingo Germán back into the clubhouse after he did what he did, right? You are talking to an organization that gave Darryl Strawberry a second opportunity or a third opportunity at life when it comes to baseball in the late 90s. So you are talking to an organization that can deal with some type of madness when it comes to the PR aspect. Hell, the Yankees dealt with A-Rod and that fake campaign he did with Mike Francesa. So I think they'll be able to handle this type of circus with Trevor Bauer, honestly.
Yeah, I saw somebody put in there, getting Bauer would put Montas in the pen. Yeah, I mean, again, it definitely would strengthen the rotation, everything. I'm just not a fan.
Sunil, do you see what Sunil run? It was just Sunil. 3-team trade between Yankees, New York City Department of Sanitation, and Waste Management, and talks for Donaldson and Hicks. Hicks goes to New York City DOS, Donaldson to Waste Management, and Yankees get back a slew of trash cans. Listen, if you could promise me a vending machine with some ramen noodles in it, I'll take it, bro. That's a golden deal.
Yeah. Listen, that's a better trade than what I offered last time, man. I said, give me the guy from the hot dog stand. I'll take a hot dog vendor at this point just to move. The violin is invincible. Yeah, so is my Cubs. Everything's weird. We have any other ones that we had to pull up today? I think we knocked. Oh, you know what?
I got one for Jason Lung before we talk. Hold on. Jason Lung, David Mizer, me personally, I wouldn't. The Yankees don't need all that drama and comments from the media and fans. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, even Medina said it in there a little while ago, you know? Yeah, he'd be a great addition, but the headache, and we don't want to deal with the PR nightmare.
But Sam G said, first game Bauer goes 7 shutout, no one will care about his scandal. And that's the thing. If Trevor Bauer comes out, that's any sport. If he comes out throwing 7 shutout innings, 12 strikeouts, I think people will forget about that real quick. 100% agree with you, Sam. Tyler Talbot, getting Bauer will put Montas in the bathroom. 100%. Hit those likes. We are 20 likes away from 100. We got 121 beautiful faces here enjoying this conversation. But go ahead, bro.
No, I just realized I should go hit the like button too. Hold on. All right.
Yeah, I did my job. Sense. That makes sense, bro. Go ahead.
Boom. Just nailed it. We had another one to talk about, right? Do we want to we want to move on from Bauer, or we want to talk a little bit more? Chat, you guys, you tell us. You want to talk a little bit more about Bauer?
I think
Michael just showed up and said, "What's going on with Correa?" Well, at least the heck out of all of us.
I think Correa is stuck in the upside down right now, Michael. Are you guys going to event April 1st? Still 69? Absolutely, bro. Still,
yes,
you missed the conversation. I'm throwing a poll into the chat and I'm asking people, what costume should I be in? Should I be in a WWE costume? Should it be a Power Ranger costume? What about a Pokemon costume? If you guys like Digimon, let me know. But anything, let me know in the chat. I guarantee my crazy ass would be there in a costume.
We got the next one up on the screen. The Yankees ring ceremony was special, but I find it funny how Matsui told reporters he thought fans would boo him.
I think when it comes
I wanted everybody's thoughts on that, Hector. Like, for real.
Me personally, I would never think about booming Matsui. He's one of those players that we didn't want him to leave. It was one of those, the organization, they didn't want a full-time DH. They wanted to part ways with him. Honestly, I would have brought him back because they brought Nick Johnson in the next season, and that didn't work out. So I honestly would, brother Brandon, Yu-Gi-Oh, my man. But no, never. I understand Matsui's hesitancy, knowing, you know, former players sometimes gets booed, but Matsui should know his legacy is safe here in the Bronx, especially after 2009. I know A-Rod was the World Series MVP, and A-Rod carried us throughout that entire postseason. But what Matsui did also as that second bat to be scared of was also beautiful. So Matsui, salute to you in your entire tenure with the Yankees.
For real. Yeah. I just thought, you know, I wanted that one on here because I thought it was crazy. Like, I felt like I should yank Matsui. Like, dude, get yanked. We would never boo you. We love you. But I know you're laughing because, and I'm not letting you read them. I'm reading them. All right. I already see them. We got people saying you should go as Pikachu. From Jason Lung said Pikachu. We got Richie Martinez dressed up like the Ninja Turtles Power Rangers collab. All right.
Oh man, I like that. I like that.
Brad still wants you to get yanked if you show up in the costume.
I apologize. Right? Listen. First impressions is a big thing, so I'm not going to embarrass myself that much.
David Douglas said, "Do the Vince McMahon. You can fire people like Pete did this week." yeah, get out of here. Let's see. Sunil said, "Dress Jigga Man as Cashman." Nia Saban would shit their pants.
100%. Honestly, we could probably get away with you dressing up as Cashman, bro. We could probably get into the suites. You know what I mean? The lower suites into the dugout. You know, we never know.
Listen,
dress up as Snorlax. That's a good one. That's a good one. One of my favorites. But I agree with Anthony Medina. Godzilla, Hideki Matsui would never get booed. He is a legend.
Oh. Wait, what happened? Michael Shin? Sorry, he just wrote, more Bauer drama? Bauer filed court papers against one of his suits?
Listen, if that's the thing, then no Bauer. I'm good. I don't want no more. I don't want no more drama.
All right, let's look at a couple more in here. Go as Hicks with a clown nose. All right.
Never that. I don't think anybody could be as much of a clown as Aaron Hicks is. But yeah, let's the Matsui one. When it comes to Matsui and former Yankees, Matsui, his legacy is secured. It's just like, Bernie Williams, right? When I went to that event with that you sent me to with Tuzio, when I was able to meet Bernie Williams, thank you to my best friend for helping me meet Bernie Williams. Appreciate you. But Bernie Williams talked about it after that 2006 season. He wanted to come back with the Yankees, but the Yankees didn't want him back, right? They wanted to go another route, and Bernie Williams felt that he couldn't see himself on TV. He got several offers. He got an offer from the Royals. He got an offer from the Oakland A's, just like Matsui, but he didn't want to see himself in another uniform. It just didn't feel right for him, right? After Matsui left us, he had a year with the Oakland A's. It didn't look right. A year with the Angels, it didn't look right. He was with Tampa Bay also. It just didn't look right. Some players, they just look too good in pinstripes, and that's how they should be remembered, in pinstripes. And Matsui is one of those players, bro.
Yo, did you see Steels' super chat?
Dress up as Li, Guardian King. Listen, that's my man Li, bro. I got to get Li to a game. Oh, guarantee. We got to figure this out. But that's hilarious, Stills. I hope you're there April 1st. Everybody else, let me know. Put the thumbs up in the chat if you're going to be there April 1st, because I know I'm going to be there, and I'm going to have a good time. I know you're going to be there. I know we're going to have a good time. I know the boss is going to be there, and we are definitely going to have a good time with the boss, Pete Seminetti, and the entire NYY News TV family. We are 7 likes away from 100. You guys in here, get the why I said, what are you doing?
What
are you doing with your life? Get it done.
Yo, David Douglas.
Boys. 6 away.
I got you. He's going to dress up as Spanky. Oh, there we go. Spanky will be there with us.
I don't think I got the look to pull off a Spanky, bro. Spanky is a handsome bastard. I don't think I can pull that off. But guys, anything else you want to touch on before we dip, Jigga Man?
Nah, man. Just super excited. Start of the new year. First episode back. I'll throw this out as well. If any of you guys in the chat happen to be Knicks fans, hit me or Hector up. We're doing private watch-alongs. We got one coming up Monday night, or certain nights. But if it's something you're into, give us a like, give us a follow on Twitter,
and we just hit 100, my guys. Yes, sir. Hit that hundo. Hit that hundo for your boys.
But dude, I love our Fridays. I can't wait till it's Fridays, right? And we get to do a little get yanked action, and then we got a Yankees game where Pete's calling all night long.
Oh yeah,
and then you got the NYYPD afterwards. Like, I don't think I'll have to leave this desk, my office forever on Fridays. Just here. That's it.
Nope. It may be unhealthy, but at the same time, it's going to be worth it. It definitely will be worth it.
I've got you in this chat to keep my mentals right, So
woosah. But anything else you got to say for the boys?
I'm good, bro. I know we always end it. You ready to end this? You ready to end this?
Oh wait, I gotta bring my microphone up. You ready? Now if you ain't
all right, try again.
Okay, let's do it.
You go.
And if you ain't down with us, we got 2 words for you. Yeah, baby.
Peace. See everybody next Friday. Hit the smash, hit the like, tell everybody to hang out with us, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Appreciate the chat. Appreciate everybody. I am your guy, Hector, aka host of the Yankees Morning Brew. And this is my compadre, El Jigga Man Portito, Jiggy Man 100. And we are out. Ooh.